Okay, welcome to Moss Voices. Today we have Mrs. Meissner, who is member of the Transport Committee and also president of the Maritime Intergroup in the European Parliament. So we'll be asking three short questions. So the first one is, Motorways of the Sea is the maritime dimension of the Trans-European Transport Network. How do you think Motorways of the Sea can be better linked into TEN-T?
Well, of course, they can link mainly about with the ports, and ports are not just a point on the map; they are really a region, so to say. And I think it's very important to concentrate on motorways of the sea because most of our trade, be it within Europe or be it outside of Europe, is on motorways of the sea. And motorways of the sea, besides, make the connectivity for people from islands and so on. And so, really, we should concentrate on those. This kind of corridor. It's not really a corridor, but it should be linked to the corridors. Maybe we should have a map where the motorways of the sea are marked, and then we should concentrate on the connectivity of ports in order to have a good hinterland connection for motorways of the sea.
Okay. And what's the perception of motorways of the sea in your country, in Germany?
In Germany, well, of course, we have quite a long coast as well. I come from the north of Germany, and their motorways of the sea are of high importance, especially if you think on the port of Hamburg. Hamburg is quite a big port. Then we have always, of course, the problem with the river Elbe that's not deep enough for the bigger container ship. And so we have to see, we have another seaport in Wilhelmshaven, Weser port, that is really a deep seaport. And besides, we have feeder ship that unload big containers from bigger ships and load it onto smaller ships in order to have the transport for the Baltic Sea, for example. So for me in Germany, really big container ships are important for Hamburg and Wilhelmshaven, and small ones for the rest of the ports.
And as president of the Maritime Intergroup, what would you like to see in the detailed implementation plan for Motorways of the Sea?
Everything I would mention here today. I think it is a very good approach, first of all, to involve the parliaments for joining the whole trip of this implementation plan. And of course, it's on safety, it's on logistics, on connectivity, and it's as well on environmental friendliness. This is something that really keeps us very busy, not only the Transport Committee, but as well the Environmental Committee, where I'm a member as well, that we have to look for greener ships and, of course, for quick connections, and we don't want accidents. That's why safety is very important. So I really think what was pointed out as priority in the implementation plan is absolutely the right way to go forward. And maybe I can add just one thing. Skills are very important as well, because we need people to run the vessels and to work in this maritime transport issue. And that's why we think about it in the Transport Committee and in the Intergroup as well. What can we do to make maritime professions still more attractive for people? We need it for the future.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.